What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another highly anticipated build video for y'all. I know everybody was dropping their version of this build at this first game and all the hype and everything started going crazy. I wanted to wait a little bit and make sure the build I was giving y'all is valid. First off, shout out to Dream. His center build was probably the best one that I had saw out of anybody who was really making these, and he's super valid at the center spot, so definitely go to his channel and show love. I'll leave his channel URL with all that in the description below. Show love, tell him I sent you. But like I said, I didn't want y'all wasting y'all hard-earned money. I know 2K is taxing on these VC prices, so didn't want y'all wasting hard-earned money on the build if it wasn't like that. If you haven't seen the previous video, you can check that out in the top right. Let's get into this Victor Wembanyama build. So as you can see, he plays the center position. He's right-handed, jersey number 1. Height, we're going 7'2", 222 pounds. 8-foot wingspan. Body shape, I went with compacted. In my opinion, this looks closest to him in real life. For the badges, we have 24 finishing, 17 shooting, 11 playmaking, and 20 defense. Now I'm gonna explain everything and why I made it a certain way. It's not an overly crazy center build. You have to, this build I feel like takes more skill to play with than majority of any other build that I've made so far, or even played with so far. So for me, it took a ton of discipline in knowing what to do and where to put myself on the court to play with this build. So keep that in mind, but I'll get into that as we get to it with like the action. For finishing, we got 80 close shot, 75 driving layup, 84 driving dunk, 80 standing dunk, and 94 post control. Post control was so I could get goal quick first step. I wanted on Hall of Fame, but I had to give up way too much to get it on Hall of Fame, so I felt like goal was good. 80 standing dunk, that way I think I get like certain contacts with this, also get certain animations for like dunking animations, so I just went with 80. Driving dunk is maxed out at 84. Driving layup 75 was good. You don't really get many animations with that, but I think I had something to do with, yeah, fearless finisher. I wanted to get gold, but I couldn't really deal with it, so I think I just went with up in the close shot to 80. That way I got silver fearless finisher. But for tier 1 is what we have, tier 2 is what we have, tier 3 is what we have. For shooting, 75 mid-range. This ties into your fade, so you're gonna be able to fade. If you can time it, you're good. 75 is perfect for it. So being taller, if you use this for like guard up, your fades are gonna be like uncontestable. It's crazy. 3 balls, 78, free throw 71. I felt like everybody's making him with these super short arms just so they can have 85 like 3. Like, you don't need 85 3, bruh. You saw, if you've seen the short that I posted where everybody was asking for this build, whether it been on TikTok or if it was on YouTube, I only had a 78 3 ball. Spoiler here, we're using sharp tape, so when you have tape, your 3 ball is gonna go up. You don't need 85 3 ball just to make threes in this game or with this build. 78 is fine. You're gonna be straight. Tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Playmaking. Now this is where a lot of people are going to start to disagree, but Victor can handle the ball. He's not a super crazy ball handler, but he can handle the ball. And me personally, I like being able to dribble with whatever build that I have. I'll go back into it, but pass accuracy 76, 52 ball handle, 58 speed with ball. Dream, he had a build 7'2" and he got slash and take, so when he got takeover, his ball handle speed with ball, speed, acceleration, all those things were boosted. So that's another way that you can do this. This is basically what I needed to do to dribble without having those takeover boosters or getting the slash and takes where everything is boosted up from that. I felt like 52 and 58 speed with ball, and then mixing that with the goal quick first step. You have to be methodical when you're dribbling with this build. I'm not gonna say that you can sit there and spam, but the moves that you do and utilize have to be well thought of. It's possible to dribble crazy on this build, but you really have to know what you're doing. I just went with 76 pass accuracy, that way I can get LeBron 6 on the passing. That's pretty much self-explanatory. But tier 1 is what we have, tier 2 is what we have, tier 3 is what we have. Defense, a lot of people are going to want maxed out interior, max block, max O board, D board. Victor doesn't grab rebounds like Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert, he attacks the boards relentlessly. He leads the league in rebounds currently. He had 23 the other night. Victor isn't somebody who's going to do that. Victor, in my opinion, plays the boards like Lakers Anthony Davis plays the board. He's going to get a good amount of rebounds, but it's not like you see him down there super aggressive and fighting to go grab a board. It just kind of happens as he plays the game. And he's taller, so it's just a little bit easier for him to grab the rebounds. So as you see, my defensive rebound is only on the 85, so that's silver rebound chaser. But being 7'2" with that 8-foot wingspan and divert down there at 75, you're gonna grab a lot more boards than you think you will if you had maxed out O and D board. 84 interior defense, 36 perimeter defense, 36 steal, 93 block, 50 offensive rebound, and 85 defensive rebound. I sacrificed some stuff that way I can get my block to 93. That way I can get gold anchor, I'm pretty sure it was. I would have liked more perimeter defense and steal. That way if I get switched out onto a guard, I can play it a little bit better. But being 7'2" and then having an 8-foot wingspan, if they get past you with 93 block, you're liable to like protect the rim steal. 84 interior defense. It doesn't get much higher than that, honestly. So I felt like 84 was straight. I tried to max up as most as I could without sacrificing too much in other areas. Putting your hand, like I'm telling you, you're tall, just putting your hands up, having anchor on, it's really gonna help you out inside. I mean, play like how you know most people play, then of course you're gonna get dunked on, so you're gonna have to put yourself in really good positions to contest shots and to play defense on the interior. So also keep that in mind. But for tier 1 is what we have, tier 2 is what we have, tier 3 is what we have. Physicals, I have 65 speed, 54 acceleration, 74 strength, 75 vertical, and 83 stamina. The vertical is super good for somebody being 7'2". You're gonna be able to jump with just about anybody, but even though you're not jumping as high as everybody else, it doesn't account for you being 7'2" and having an 8-foot wingspan. So any vert at that point is gonna help you out. 74 strength, just a little something to help you out because you're so light and lanky. So we needed a little bit of strength to kind of like balance that out. Accelerations maxed out. You also have quick first step, so out of triple threats, boosting out of moves, it's gonna be a little bit faster than normal if you only have 54 acceleration, no quick first step, and 65 speeds maxed out. So as you can see, primary take, secondary take, both limitless range. We're doubling it up. Only things that you get on this build are sharp take, rim take, and post control take. You get Chris Tapps, Joel Embiid, and Ralph Sampson. Ralph Sampson was 7'4", Chris Tapps 7'3", and Joel Embiid is just a dog. You have built a two-way interior finisher. Now, as I said, this build is super technical. It takes a lot of skill to use this build the way I have it made. So as always, make it how you feel like you need to make it. Change stuff up if you don't feel comfortable using certain things in certain places, certain attributes being in a certain spot. Just twist it around, use the build, make the build how you feel like you play the game. I'm going to show you guys the badges that I was using when I posted the little TikTok, the short, whatever. All right, so this is where I was at last time I was playing on this build. As you can see, I only had 12, 8, 9, and 20 of all my badge points. I mean, that's why it took so long. I wanted to test it out just a little bit and see what I could and couldn't do, couldn't get away with. Here we are. This is what the attributes was looking like at that point at post control max, so I can get the quick first step. Block wasn't even maxed out, but after testing it like this, I understood that yeah, the way I had made it was perfectly fine, and I could do just about everything I needed to do the way I made it. So for badges, finishing, I still have 2 extra ones I wasn't even using, but I had acrobat on bronze, silver fearless finisher, silver limitless takeoff, silver slithery, bronze posterizer. Shooting, I had volume shooter on bronze, guard up on bronze, claymore on bronze, and bronze agent 3s. Playmaking, clamp breaker on bronze. That's a really good badge for this build, especially if you actually going to like dribble with this build. Clamp breaker is a good badge. Quick first step on gold, vice grip on bronze. Defense, I had interceptor on bronze, challenger on bronze, bronze workhorse, gold box out beast, gold chase down, and silver rebound chaser. Didn't even have anchor on this build, but I was still getting blocks and contesting pretty decently for when I was putting myself in really good positions to play defense there. Every time I make one of these builds, I'll tell you guys, I've already said it one time in this video, take it with a grain of salt if you don't play like me. I like to dribble, I like to be hyper offensive with my builds, but I know how to play defense, so I can play defense with builds that don't have as much as everybody else might need. Always like just make the build how you feel comfortable making it. This is basically the build. This is all I had. This is what I was using when you guys saw the TikTok or whatever, however you found that build. Go out and make it, but don't forget you have to play super smart, really technical and methodical with this build. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be hella fun to play with. You're gonna be a cheat code because you can do all these crazy things as a 7-2 center in this game. Right, it's fun. It's fun. I promise you it's fun. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the build, please leave a like, hit that sub button, turn on post notifications, that way you're notified every time I drop a new video like this. I'll catch you guys in the next one.